Welcome to 5-Minute Critics. I'm Emmett Loverde. This is Paul Cummings. Today we're talking about Glory with Denzel Washington and Matthew Broderick. Why don't you start us off?
Okay, well, first of all, it's one of Denzel's earliest pieces of work, and Matthew Broderick actually had already won a couple of awards on Broadway, so he was established. He was the star.
He was Ferris Bueller.
Yes, and Denzel was the newcomer. Did not get above the title billing. And it was probably one of the most moving pieces of the period. It told a story that very few people knew about an all-black regiment in the Civil War and about their struggles just to be accepted as soldiers, how bravely they fought and died in one of the earliest battles.
And how bravely they fought for boots and
Yes.
uniforms and, weapons that worked. Yeah.
No, they okay, you can be soldiers, but we're not going to give you shoes. You can be soldiers, but you're not going to have any weapons, but we are going to put you out in front so you get killed first. It was very interesting. And Matthew Broderick, being from Massachusetts, which was one of the first states to abolish slavery in the North, really couldn't understand why he couldn't get his troops fed and clothed and housed properly, even their tents leaked. And he turned them into soldiers, and as they campaigned throughout the war, every white regiment that they ran into was thoroughly impressed. And I enjoy the movie for a lot of reasons. One, obviously, history. But also because it was a well-told story. Many movies that involved, for lack of any better way of phrasing it, African American history throughout time. They've what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here.
Blew it. Wasted the viewer's time.
Yeah, they pretty much wasted our time. Told the story poorly. This humanized everyone. White people were not evil. Black people were not saintly. Certainly some of the soldiers were not great people. Denzel, as he started out, was kind of a hardhead.
Yeah.
But that through trial, through struggle, through learning about each other and trusting each other, they developed into a very cohesive unit that made it possible for the North to win one of the earliest battles, the battle at Fort Sumter.
Who is that guy?
Yes.
Oh my God. He is electric. And that was the way I felt about Denzel Washington in Glory. I was absolutely mesmerized. I could feel every emotion. I could feel his anger. I could feel his, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't just sitting there watching the movie. I was experiencing it along with particularly him, many of the characters, but particularly him. The anger, the outrage, the pride. I mean, it was like, I didn't feel like I was there, but I felt pretty close to that.
And the other great thing about that movie is not just that we had great performances from a really talented cast and a well-written script, but just cinematographically, beautiful pictures.
Yeah.
There were several scenes in which cannonballs rolling through and blow somebody's leg off, which is exactly what would have happened. It's not really sanitized.
Yeah.
And not to say that I love that kind of graphic violence, but I liked being shocked by seeing that.
I like being told the truth.
Yes.
Rather than in a fourth grade history book, they say, well, many people were killed. It's like, no, they were killed by having hunks of their body
just taken away.
Yeah. Exactly. It was there and now it's not. Yeah.
I'm walking. Wait, I've got nothing from the knee down. I'm not walking anymore.
Yes. So I think this is a resounding recommendation.
Absolutely.
Of Glory.
Absolutely. If you are looking to do a little research on American history and the Civil War period, highly recommend that be the first movie you look at.
Thank you for 5 Minute Critics, and we'll see you next time.
All right.